of organization chart will be there, so you have to display that organization chart. That is end of chapter number 2. So chapter number 3 is very important, which is research methodology. So for this you need to again consider or read the various concepts from business research method, that is BRM, unit number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 all. So it will incorporate you very easily. So chapter number 3, research methodology, what it will include? It will include statement of research problem. Again your guide will help you in framing the research problem. Then various type of hypothesis statements you have to write. So before writing hypothesis statements, you have to identify the variables under study. So which are dependent and independent variables that you have to identify. Again here your guide will help you to frame the hypothesis statements. Then various type of data collection. It can be purely secondary data, it can be purely a primary data, and it can be a blend of primary and secondary data. So these are the sources that you have to write. Then if you are making some questionnaire, then measurement and scaling techniques that you are going to use, that you have to elaborate here. Then what is your sample design? Display your sample design in this chapter. Then what is your research instrument, whether it is observation or questionnaire method, or you are going to take interviews, such type of research instrument, why you have chosen that research instrument, that also you have to elaborate. If you are going to use any statistical techniques for data analysis, then you have to write. And again variables, that is dependent and independent variable, you have to write. So for this chapter you will need to take help from your guide. Then we will move towards next chapter, which is chapter number 4, theoretical concepts. Before that I will just tell you that chapter number 3 should be also of 5 pages. So chapter number 1 5 pages, chapter number 2 5 pages, and chapter number 3 5 pages. But this chapter number 4 is important. So this is theoretical concepts. Here you can write this chapter approximately 20 to 25 pages. So bulkiness of your project will increase. So again this chapter number 4 is divided into 2 parts. Number 1 is review of related literature. Here minimum 6 reviews based on the topic related to the research must be included here. And for this student must read some research papers or thesis for this session and for this section, and you have to write a crux of whatever you have understood from that research paper. Suppose I am going to do a research paper, research project on total quality management is my topic. Then I have to go on Google or various website or Ebisco. We are having subscription in our library, so you can find out various research papers or journals from that to the same topic, total quality management. Just download those papers, read one by one every paper. Suppose there is paper number 1, so you just read those paper and you just write some crux on research paper number 1. So that will be half page. Similarly for 6 research papers, you have to write what you have understood from that research paper in your own language. So for 6 research paper there will be 3 pages. In case of desk research, suppose students are not going in any organization and they are doing desk research, that means only on secondary data. For that minimum 12 research papers are required. Next part of this chapter number 4.4 is theoretical concepts, where you can write general theory, various definitions, various theories, diagrams, advantages, disadvantages, features, then various applications or examples, and if you are having any flowchart or diagrams, then you can explain. Suppose I am doing research or some internship project on promotional activities. Then what is promotional activities, what are various theories of promotional activities, diagrams of promotional activities, how the promotional activities or types of promotional activities are taken, what are the advantages and disadvantages of each and every promotional activities, what are the various examples of promotional activities. So for any particular product, different type of promotional activities are required. So what are the you can list out various products and appropriate method of promotional activities you can list out. Such type of things should be incorporated in theoretical concepts. So this is unit number 4. Here you can go on Google and you can directly copy paste the things. Here it is allowed, but only if you are going to copy the definitions etc. or some types, then you have to write references that from which sources you are copying that data. So sources you have to mention. So chapter number 4 of 20 to 25 pages. Then we will move towards next important chapter, that is data analysis and data interpretation. So this again important topic, important chapter, and here the length of this chapter is also should be approximately 20 to 25 pages. So data analysis interpretation, this is soul of your SIP. Here all the calculations will be there. It is 100% original work, approximately 25 to 30 pages. Then it will include various graphs, tables and statistical analysis. After that you are doing some interpretation from that data. So only displaying of tables is not expected. After displaying of table or after finding out various graphs, what you student have understood from that graph, that student have to write in their own language. So here data analysis should be linkage with your objectives. So one sample I have taken. So here survey and one question is there. There are few jobs you cannot perform properly. So strongly agree. Such type of Likert scale is used. And after that 50 was the response size, sample size, and graph is prepared, and after that graph there is interpretation by the student. So if there are 20 questions, if you are going to prepare a questionnaire, then there will be 20-25 questions, and for each question you have to draw this type of table, data table, then graph and interpretation. So naturally your chapter will be of 20-25 pages. The next chapter is extremely simple chapter. Chapter number 6, that is your findings, or what student actually have learned from this project. So findings should be approximately 1 or 1.5 pages. So from the data analysis, whatever interpretation you have written, from that interpretation only important interpretations, whatever you have learned, you have to list out here. So elaborate key findings, and these all key findings must be related to research problems or objectives. So many of the times it is found that vague type of findings are given by the students, means promotional activity should be done. So everyone knows that promotional activity should be done. So such type of findings are not expected. Or buy books in a library. Such type of findings are not expected. So these findings must be related to your research problem and research objectives. Next important chapter is chapter number 7, contribution to the host organization, that is your recommendation. So after you have studied so much, approximately 2 months, then what recommendation you are suggesting to the host organization, that you have to write down. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So key recommendation in the order to minimize the problem. So first of all you have started with problem identification. So you have identified the problem, then you have collected the data related to that problem. Now you are in a position to suggest that to minimize those problems that you have identified, what the organization or sector should do. So you have to list out important 5 to 6 recommendation in that order. Then lastly it will be a conclusion. So a conclusion also is only half page. So your understanding and final words as conclusion of the study, that you have to write here. So conclusion is extremely important, and your conclusion also should be related to your objectives. So there should be linkage between your objectives and your conclusion. After conclusion the chapters are finished. So theoretical background 25 pages, data analysis 25 pages, findings 1 page, recommendation 1 page, conclusion half page. After that references should be in APA style only. So what are APA style? You can Google it and easily find out. In the world there are various type of styles for referencing. Chicago style is famous, but you can use APA style. So for references and bibliography you have to use APA style. Then lastly there is annexure. So if you are going to use questionnaire as your research instrument, then sample questionnaire you have to display it in annexure or attach in the annexure. Then if you are doing a project on financial analysis of any organization, then balance sheet of that organization you have to attach, or screenshot of any app or software in case of business analytics type of projects, or actual photographs or layout of that organization if you are studying the flow chart or flow chart of any organization in case of PERT CPM type of project or Six Sigma type of projects. So this is all about the project guidelines. Thank you very much.